Welcome everyone. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Time for stamping with Denise. We'll give a minute here for everybody to get on and pull this up on my computer here. Doing a little experiment here. I've got my iPad and my computer open. So, trying to this all go. Okay, good. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. I certainly did. This weekend, I spent most of Saturday playing with my new product that came from the holiday catalog. I tell you, there's some nice stuff in there. Some really, really nice products in there. So, if you're a demonstrator, I hope you've put in your pre-order. If you're a customer, you've got a lot to look forward to when the new catalog goes live at the beginning of September. Let's see, what day does that actually go live? September 4th. If you haven't seen it, well, I'll go ahead and put the camera up in the holder and I'll show you the cover. I can't show you the inside, but oops, looks like I'm having some video issue. Are we back on now? There we go, we're back on. I don't know. Hopefully my kid is getting off the internet. It seems like when he's on the internet, I have trouble with my feed here. Okay, let's try this again. So, okay, I think we're back. So anyway, this was the new catalog. You're going to love it. This was one of the suites of products I ordered, but it's not the one that I played with on Saturday. But anyway, enough talking about that. That'll be here soon enough. I am not eager for the holidays. I don't want summer to end. I'm a warm weather person. I do not like it. So I do appreciate y'all stopping by. Remember, if you like and if you share my video and comment shared, you get a chance to win the project that I'm working on tonight. And I don't know if you were here last week or not, I made this cute little locking notebook right here. And I'm going to be sending this out to the person who was chosen from last week, and that her name is Jan Wright Taylor. So Jan, this cute little notebook's going to be coming out to your house. I'll have to get your address so I can get that out to you. It'll probably be later in the week because I think I'm going to have to take that to the post office, most likely. So that'll be later in the week. But I will get that out to you. And I do need, but if you see this, send me message me your address. And if not, I'll send you a message and get that from you. So good. Well, let's get started. Tonight is a fun card. I don't really know what it's called, but I just thought it was so different. You can see here reviews the tag. What's it called? The tag topper punch, to make this cute closure on this card, and you just tie it together with some ribbon and it opens up just like that. Isn't that nice? I gotta measure how much ribbon I got here because I forgot when yeah, okay. Good. So, I thought this was just such an unusual card, and it's really not all that hard at all to make. So, I'm gonna see if I can get this retied in some semblance of order, of neatness. Let's see here. See if I can do a nice. What I've learned is, for me, I get a better bow if I go the opposite. Well, not too bad, I guess. If I go the opposite way of what seems natural. So, there we go. That's not bad. That'll work out. Good. Okay. There we are. So we're going to be working on this tonight. Hope you like that. So let me get all my goodies here for the card. Get this set up. You're going to start out with the base. This is 5.5 by 8.5. This is just half of a, you know, full sheet of cardstock, okay? Then the first thing you want to do is you're going to take a writing utensil, something small. You're going to make a little small mark, and you're going to make a mark at 2 3/4 on the short ends. You're just going to put a little dot. 2 1/2, 2 3/4, and I'm going to do one on the other side. 2 3/4. There we go. And what that's going to help you do is get your punch lined up evenly, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is punch with the tag topper punch. Again, pulled it out. I know I used it a couple of weeks ago too, but I think it's great. Now when I use these, I always like to turn them over. Now normally you use a 2-inch piece of paper or less, but so you kind of have to, this will go in, but you kind of have to finagle it, you know, kind of coerce it to go in a little bit. And then once you get it in, I don't know if you can see my mark there, but it is, I've used it so that I can center it on my punch right there. But it's right there at the top. So then I'm going to go ahead and punch that out. Look at that. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Kind of finesse that cardstock in there. Line up that dot so it's right in the center on the top. Punch it up. And there you go. And you know, while I've got this, I'm going to also punch out a piece of cardstock for the tag on the front. This piece is 2 by 3.5. And you can see because it's 2 inches, it fits in there just right. Put that in there. There we go. Pull that out. And we are done with that punch for this project. That's all there is to it. Put this on here. Okay, very good. Let me get my... So, then the next thing we're going to do is trim off these little edges because these are going to go away. I don't know, my punch is kind of not cutting real clean. I don't know. I'll just kind of trim that up a little bit, some of those ragged edges off of there. And some of this will go, I don't know why I'm cutting that. I'll wait till I trim it up. So anyway, you're gonna put this in your paper trimmer and you're just gonna cut these pieces off. So you want to line it up. And you know, just make sure you don't go any further. For me, I can kind of feel when I get in that space. But everybody's trimmer's a little different, so you have to do what works for you. So let me make sure it's right there. Whoops, I went a little far on that one. But, okay. I'm going to do the same on this one here. It's like that, you gotta find just the right spot. You gotta get enough off, but not too much. There we go. Actually, if you start there and go, that works even better. I'll show you here. Let's see. There we go. I'm not, on camera live is not the time to try something new. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. There we go. And let's see, I may try to take just a little bit more of that off of there. trim that edge up. I didn't do a very good job on that. That's kind of sloppy. Hang on here. There we go. Very good. Get rid of this. And we will go on to the next step. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pull out your scoreboard or use your scoring blade on your trimmer, and you're going to score at the base of each of these tabs, okay? And that's because so that it'll fold easier. And so that's why a long time ago I had put this, I used a paint marker and made a line on my board, because sometimes you just need a line to follow. So I am going to do this right here. And then just like this. So this make, you know, by putting this paint line with the paint marker, it makes it easier for me if I just need a straight line, or like if I wanted to do a diagonal, you know, like that. I could do a diagonal and I know I'm on the same groove. So anyway, after you've done the two tabs, you will put the corner up here like this, and then you're going to score at 4 1/4. See, this is the one that yep. So I'm 4 1/4. Make sure I got the right. There we go. Very good. Okay, and then remember you want to fold toward your hills. And there you go. Very good. Done with the scoreboard. If you're using a darker piece of cardstock for your base like I am, you can put a piece of lighter color, you know, like Whisper White or Very Vanilla on the inside. I mean, but if you're using a lighter piece of cardstock, you don't need to. I decided to go ahead, put this in, and this piece measures 4 by 5 1/4. So it's 4 by 5 1/4. You can see how this is getting put together right here. Okay, it's all come along. Good, okay. Now we're going to decorate the front here. I pulled out this piece from the Bird Ballad. This piece is 2 3/8 by 5 3/8. I'm going to put that right on there. This really is simple. I love those birds on the back of there, but anyway, it looks complicated, but once you see it and do it, it's really easy. It's really not hard at all. Okay, let's get this straight here. And guys, can you believe it's there's only about 2.5 weeks left out of August? I can't believe it already. I am not ready for summer to be over. But that also means there's only about 2.5 more weeks on that special to get the Stampin' Up! Starter kit. Get I think get a total of I think it's $155 worth of product for $99. You get free shipping in. There's a free paper pumpkin in there. So it's a pretty good deal. I'm going to put this little piece of cards or Designer Series paper. Let's see. It is 1 7/8 by 2 3/4. Again, all of the measurements will be in the description when I post the video. If you're joining me late, thank you for joining. Please share, comment on my video, like it, share it. If you share it, please comment shared, because everyone who shares gets a chance to win this card tonight. Okay. So now we've got the tag is going to go on here like this, and I think okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp the sentiment. on this one I used 4U. Let me get that out here. The 4U, this little bitty 4U is from the Well Said stamp set. It's a 2-set stamp set. It's got some great sentiments in it. So it's really, really versatile. So I'm just gonna stamp it here on a piece of scrap. Really, it really is a piece of scrap. That's what it was. And that's all the stamping on this product, or on this project. So I'm going to use the classic label punch. I'm going to punch that out. And actually, I want it a little bit shorter, so I'm going to move it over like this in my punch. Okay, about like that. That's my trash. Then I'm going to use one of my handy dandy notes here. Sticky notes to use as a handle to put this in here like this and make it a short little sentiment. I just love when you can find more uses for your, new ways to use your punches and stuff, so, and all of our tools. So that's all there is there. This one's a little shorter than the one on my sample, but you know what? I think that's okay. So I'm going to put my ribbon. I'm do a couple things. First of all, I'm going to do this tag a little differently. I'm going to do this one as a, it's like a slip knot. Is that the right word? Or I'm going to do it like this. There we go. But you know what? I want to run that through the other direction. So, put this through from the back so that I have the nice clean side on the front. This was the piece of ribbon I had cut when I did my sample, thinking I could tie it together with that, but it was just a little bit too short, so I had to go with a little bit longer piece. So, okay, that looks better. And then what I can do is just cut those off. I love this ribbon. This is the first time I've used this ribbon. It's the organdy striped ribbon. So pretty, so delicate. Okay. And I'm going to cut this ribbon. I realized I used about 15 inches. So that gives me enough for cutting. Yay. Because this will help me with placement for my little tag. So, very good. Have some new folks joined us. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Please comment. Please share. Comment on my. Tell me what you think about this card. And if you share, please comment that you shared, and I might be sending you this card next week. There we go. I consider myself bow challenged, so if I do a project with a bow, I have to be kind to myself. Well, okay, that's not perfect. I will get that fixed, but there we go. And that was 15 inches of ribbon I used. That was just about right. Not too short, not too long. There you go. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on. This helps me with the placement of this. And now to decorate this card, I just cut out some of the images out of one of the sheets of the bird ballad paper. I know this is kind of fussy, fidgety work for some people. They don't like it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really depends what kind of mood I'm in. I think I'm going to attach this to the card first, or the tag to the card, and then I will put the birds on. Then I know I'll get my placement just right. It's a little bit bigger image than I have there, but you know what? I think they work. And I like those three birds together. I am having my classes this weekend at my house this Thursday night. And if you want to come to that, you need to RSVP by tonight. And then I'm having class on Saturday. So we do the same projects on both classes. So if you're interested in coming, please let me know so I can prepare product for you. Yeah, see, that'll fit just fine. As long as I don't have this tail off the end, I think that'll be fine. So let me put some dimensionals on the back of that. Let's see. Put a little bit right down here. One of these little edge pieces. That'll work great. So. Yeah, sometimes I'm not in the mood to do all this fussy cutting around these images, but you know what? This weekend I was, so. And sometimes it depends what I'm putting it on as to, because like, you know, there's some pieces I missed around these little birds, but you know what? They don't really show up too much because it's on a light background. If I was putting it against a dark background like a black or a navy or a dark green, then it would. And so then I'd want to be a little more careful. Well, actually, it's a good thing I cut that short because I can put that right in that little corner. Let me get a couple of little half dimensionals. We do have mini dimensionals, but you know, half the time I just end up using half ones. Mostly just because they're what's in hand, and that's what I cut. Okay. Rather than getting out the miniature ones, so there we go. For you. Hey, it's a good thing I cut that a little short. It fit just right. So there we go. Last thing we have to do is our gemstones. And let me get those for you. You know, I've told you you can color the pearls with our blends markers. You can also color our gemstones. And these I colored with the dark Old Olive blends. You need to make sure, if you're doing that, you need to make sure that you let them dry really well, because I have gotten ink off of these and put them on got it off on my card. So, but then I was coloring it and I'm like, why am I coloring these? Because we have colored gemstones now. These are part of the Peacock Suite, Noble Peacock Rhinestones. Aren't those pretty? I really didn't need to color them, but I'm going to turn it over here. I always write on the back what the colors are. There's Blueberry Bushel, Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Old Olive, and Pretty Peacock. So see, there's some Old Olive ones right there, but they're pretty close. It'd be easier to the ones I colored too. So there you go. And you know, as long as we're talking about gems, we've got some fun colored gems in the holiday catalog too. I will show you that little sneak peek. Look at those. Aren't those pretty? We got Cherry Cobbler, we got Night of Navy, Coastal Cabana, Pumpkin Pie, and Shaded Spruce. So I think those are really pretty too. But you know, maybe you need one in a color we don't have gemstones for. So anyway, you can color them, let them dry really well. Otherwise you'll end up you might get ink on your project. So I'm just going to put these little gemstones right down here. And I think because they're green and they're on the white, they really do pop and they add a lot of shimmer to it. The one other thing you could do for this project to bump it up a notch is cut an image off out of the designer series paper and put it on the inside. Maybe one of the flower images or something like that. But you know what? I still think it's nice even without that. So there you go. This is the card using the Tag Topper Punch. I hope you like it. Please comment, share my video. Tell me what you think of this card. Like it, follow my page. You know, that all helps me out. I do appreciate all the support I get from all of you. So I don't have anything else right now. I'm going to sign off, and I'm so glad you joined me. And if there's something, a set you'd like me to use, a technique you'd like me to try, or like me to show you, let me know. If I don't know how to do it, I'll learn how. I don't mind learning new techniques. I think it's fun. So again, thank you so much for joining me, and have a good evening, and I'll see you next Monday night right here at 8 p.m. Eastern for Stamping with Denise. Take care. Bye now.